Good evening. Welcome to another podcast with Ray Foster's Ray Foster Secrets to Real Estate. Today's guest is Amy Mcginnis with Capital CS Group. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Amy, I understand that you're in the financial world and you specialize in lending to investors. You want to tell me a little bit about your services?
Of course. So, I'm a financial consultant with 20 years in the business, and I have a specialized book of clients that has specialized lending needs. So, what we do is if you have a portfolio of investments, your stocks, bonds, mutual funds, but you need liquidity, we can provide that without credit checks or anything cumbersome. Basically, what we do is we lend against your portfolio of securities at a preferred lending rate as low as 2.25%.
Wow, two and a quarter. That's really low.
Right?
How important is it to an investor to have someone like you on their team?
It can be extremely important because you never know when a good deal is going to come across that you need immediate liquidity and access to cash.
Okay. And how long does it usually take you guys to fund?
Once we have the account set up, if you have a portfolio that's with us, I can lend as soon as that day.
Yeah, I know you've done a couple of deals with me, and I have to say, I'll take my hat off to you. You've came through many of times and actually helped me out of sticky situations when I needed cash quick. You were there. I gave you a phone call, and it was done within a matter of 15 days, if sometimes sooner than that.
That's our goal, is to always have our clients' best interest and immediately get what they need as soon as possible.
Okay. Now, Amy, how tough is it being in your world in the financial industry, trying to meet and find new clients?
It depends on circumstances, depends on who meets the qualifications,
What
who we can
criteria is
help.
exactly?
But we will never turn away someone that needs our help. And, I'm always looking for new clientele that I can help because that's my goal, is to always be out there and be able to help.
Yeah, and I know you specialize with investors because, like I say, I've introduced you to several of my investor partners, and they've been beyond extremely happy with you. So I do want to thank you for that, for
Thank
not giving
you.
me a bad name. And that's one of the reasons I've invited you onto my show today, is because of all the help and all the wonderful things you've done for me and my company and my team. So I want to thank you, give you a toast
Thank
on that
you.
one. Hopefully, we can continue the relationship that we have and build more success, and also allow me to give our viewers, our audience, the true secrets of real estate investing. Being a real estate investor, there's a lot of people, a lot of fake gurus out there that say they're doing this and they're doing that, but they don't bring the truth to the new beginner, I should say.
Right.
Okay. There are a lot of people that say, "Oh, this is how you do things. This is how you do it." But the true secret, the true key to real estate investing is all about who you know and what they can do and what they can bring to the table and how you guys can benefit each other.
Right.
Would you agree?
I totally agree. Over the 20 years I've been in the business, I've met people that are not the real deal, that, claim they can get you claim to fame. But, through working with you, you are the real deal and
Thank
you
you.
bring it every time,
Thank you.
which makes it so amazing to work with you and all of the different investors that, you've introduced me to, which has been phenomenal and greatly appreciated.
And what company are you with again?
The Capital CS Group.
And if any of our viewers want to get a hold of you personally, how would they do that?
I'm available at any time through my office. That number is 949-447-5407. Or I'm also available at amy@capitalcsgroup.com.
You got that. So this is one of your first steps to becoming a successful real estate investor, finding someone that can truly walk you through the financial stages of purchasing your first deal, your second deal, however many deals that you have, Amy's one of the ones that can actually bring it to you and help you out. You're not going to be able to know, or our audience, especially the beginners, they're not going to know everything about real estate investing. I don't know everything about real estate investing. I'll be honest, I've been in the business for over 22 years, and there's still question marks that I have. And, I've came to you with some tough questions, and you were more than willing to answer. And if you didn't know the answer, you told me, Ray, give me a day, give me 2 days, and let me figure it out. And you came back with the proper answer that was actually able to save me. And once again, I thank you. So I want people to recognize you. I want people to get to know you. So as we do our podcast, as we do our meetup groups, and we're able to teach and help people, I do want to direct them your way for the lending and whatever financial portfolio that they have. You
Thank
can
you.
also help them with.
Definitely. I greatly appreciate it. And like you said, if I don't have a ready answer, I will always do everything in my power to get you that answer as quickly as possible because my clients are always my top priority.
Yeah, and that's how it should be. When there's people out there that's just hunting for the dollar, I've learned they're not a benefit to you. They're a benefit to themselves. And you and your husband, Ryan Mcginnis, have always been there to show me the lighter side of things. If you guys seen me do something wrong, Ryan's actually one of my real estate agents that I've used multiple times, and he's found me awesome deals. I've used Amy to get some of my deals funded when I ran out of cash because, as a real estate investor, you're gonna have lots of money tied up. I mean, I've had millions of dollars tied up in at one time, and I go to Amy, and Amy's, Ray, don't worry about it. We can get you covered. And sure enough, you took care of me.
Well, I appreciate that. And it's always important to have your portfolio of assets and not feel that you have to tap into that and put yourself in a negative tax consequence to
Exactly.
liquidate, but you still want to have access to the funds. So with this, it gives you access to both your funds and maintaining your investments and participating in the market. And then oftentimes, if your investments hold up, which that's what we pride ourselves on is a diverse portfolio, you can actually earn enough income to meet and exceed the income need and pay the interest on that loan.
That's good. Um, why don't you explain some of your other programs to our audience?
So, oftentimes, what I will do with a new client is we'll sit down, we'll have a conversation to find out exactly what their needs are. And oftentimes, what I'll do is a full comprehensive financial plan. So that way, I know what they're looking for, and there's no hidden, oh, by the way, in 10 days, I need this, or anything of that nature. We're both on the same page,
I like that.
and we can also go ahead, review portfolios, make sure that you're properly diversified, make sure that if you need tax planning, I have different, you know, asset allocations that will be more tax friendly. It's basically a comprehensive
Plan.
financial planning
Exactly.
aspect.
Okay. Um, so, being in this industry, the financial industry, seasoned investors like me, obviously it's a little bit easier for me to come and meet a person like you and get deals done.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about the beginner investor
Mm-hmm.
or the investor that's struggling. How would your services benefit them?
Basically, what I would do is sit down, assess what they have. With any first meeting, I usually say, let's sit down, bring me any statements that you have so we can look at everything you have and see what we can shift or move to go ahead and get you where you need to be. So if you come to me and you say, I have a portfolio of $100,000 and I'm looking for this much money, we'll go ahead and we'll figure out how we can accomplish that
Yeah, I
based
like
on what
that.
you have.
And with you, what I've noticed, because I've brought people in with very little and you didn't shoo them away. You help figure out a plan that would work where everyone else turned them down.
My philosophy on this is It's like when you were starting out, you got to get a first job somewhere because everybody wants you to have experience. But how are you
Exactly.
going to get experience if
Exactly.
no one's going to give you that first job?
And Amy, Amy McGinnis, she's the truth to this financial world. She's helped me out for, I want to say, what, 6 years now, and it's been wonderful. So I do have to say, if it wasn't because of her, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. She's helped me through some very tough and difficult times where I just couldn't get the financing, and I couldn't get the financing anywhere because I was leveraged. And she looked over my portfolio, said, Ray, have you thought about this? And no, you're a genius. And we pulled through. So you're a true genius at
Thank
what
you.
you do. I
Thank you. I
truly have to
appreciate
say that
that.
you're a true genius. Is there anything else that you want to explain about your services or what you do?
I just put it out there that anyone that needs help, I would love the opportunity to sit down with them because that's what gives me the greatest feeling of accomplishment is going home at night and knowing that I was able to help somebody accomplish a dream or, something that they thought they would never be able to do. And I just welcome
Yeah.
that
And one thing I
opportunity.
do have to say about you is you never judge. You never look at the outside of the book and predict the story. And with me, I enjoy people like that. People that can see a rough code, a rough cover, and say, "Hey, I bet you, I guarantee you, there's a beautiful story inside of that book." And you've been the person to open that book up and actually read that book and be able to determine what's the true benefits of that book, and you exploit it, and you go out there and you go to bat for all your clients to pull out either the true genius or the true benefits of that person to help them become successful.
And that for me is one of the most rewarding things is being able to really dig in and figure out what each person needs, their special scenario, and get in there and really help them.
So, Amy, I know dealing with investors sometimes it can be difficult because there's a lot of investors that waste your time. Um, for the serious investor that's truly looking into becoming a successful real estate investor or that's looking to get their feet wet, what are some of the benefits of your lending program, some of the criterias that you may have, and let's touch on the interest rates.
So, one of the major benefits is the interest is tax friendly. So,
Okay,
it's tax deductible,
always
which is
beneficial.
always a great thing. Who doesn't want a
Always,
tax
yes,
credit?
exactly.
And our interest rates are tiered. So, depending upon how much you're borrowing, the more you borrow, the better your rate's going to be. So, 250,000 and above is going to be a 2.25% interest rate currently. So what we do is we are basing our rates off of the Fed funds rate,
Okay,
which a lot of brokerage firms will base them off of the 30-day LIBOR, which is more of an emotional rate and is going to see more fluctuation, whereas the Fed funds stays more steady,
okay,
which is beneficial. Um, the other thing is with this lending program, there is no credit pull. It's not reported on your credit,
wow,
which is huge. And it's not
wow,
like your common mortgage where you have to go through underwriting and you have a 30 to 45 day window before you can actually attain funds. This, we go ahead, we take a look at the portfolio, we look at the loan to value and tell you exactly how much we can lend and discuss terms and go ahead and wire those funds out to you as soon as the account's funded and you have immediate access.
so you're telling me that if I have a 400 credit score, I've been in bankruptcy 100 times, but I have a strong portfolio, you can help us.
Exactly.
Wow. I've never met no one like that.
Right?
Never.
It's unheard of.
No credit check at all.
No credit check at all.
You would never run my credit.
No, never.
Wow. Have you you can't even get that with a hard money lender.
No,
Hard
no.
I've dealt with, I don't deal with hard money anymore. I hate hard money. That's just my personal opinion. But even with hard money, they want to run your credit.
Right. The thing is, if you have a portfolio of securities, I can help you. I
So,
don't care what your credit score is. I can help you. I can lend on it, and my goal is to help you achieve your goal.
wow. So explain to our audience what a portfolio is.
So a portfolio can be several things. It can be stocks, it can be municipal bonds, it can be government bonds, it can be mutual funds, exchange traded funds, anything that you can go out into the open market and purchase, that's a portfolio.
Okay, so does someone personal 401k plan count as a portfolio? Something in their portfolio, I should say.
It would be in their portfolio, but due to the IRS regulations, we can't lend on retirement assets.
Okay,
It has to be a taxable
a
account.
taxable
So
account. Okay,
either an individual account, a joint account, a trust account, those are all portfolios that are lendable. If
okay,
it's an IRA or a Roth IRA, those unfortunately we can't lend against,
okay.
but they still could be part of your overall
Overall
portfolio.
portfolio. Okay. Now, what about someone's real estate?
We can't lend on real estate,
Okay.
although that would be part of your overall
It
portfolio and your
okay.
diversification. But this is just a security asset that's in a taxable account.
That's in a taxable account.
Correct.
Okay, okay. That's good to know. Um, so for any investor that's struggling to get their first deal or any investor that's new to the business, what would you recommend first steps of being able to qualify with someone like yourself?
First step is to make the call.
Make the call.
Make
That's
the
it.
call. I mean, it's easy as that. Make the call, set an appointment, bring in your statements, and we can do the evaluation and see where we can go from there. See
Okay.
exactly how I can help.
And there's no judgment.
No,
There's no being rude or judging people because of their financial background.
no.
Okay.
You have to start
You
somewhere.
have to start somewhere. I like
I
that.
never judge. Everybody has a different circumstance,
Exactly.
different needs, and it's my job as a financial advisor to go ahead and assess those needs and be able to meet them.
Every book has a different story, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Hypothetically speaking, if I had someone in Bogalusa, Louisiana, would you be able to assist someone that's in a different state?
Absolutely. I am able to assist anyone in all of the 50 states.
Wow,
I
50
have
states?
clients across the whole US and have no limitations on where I cannot do business.
And with you being able to lend and to consult in all 52 states, is there any restrictions you may have or any complications of getting to these people or communicating with them?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Just it's a matter of a phone call or an email.
You see why she's the best? She's good at what she does. And believe me, if you really want to know the secrets to real estate investing, you would follow Ray Foster's Secrets to Real Estate Investing, where we're going to bring the professionals, no gimmicks, people that actually work in the industry that can help you grow your career without any additional expenses except what they charge for to provide their services to you. So now let's get a little personal, get off business a little bit.
All right.
I know for myself personally, I'm in the real estate world. My wife's in the real estate world, and it's a challenge because we go through ups and we go through downs.
Right.
Um, we do have kids, and trying to manage family, career, and happy time. What is your outtake, or how do you deal with it?
It's hard. Like you, I'm married, have two small children
I know, running around.
running around 3.5 and 1.5, no easy feat keeping up with them. But, I find you have to have that balance of when you're there and you're working, you got your sleeves rolled up and you get in there. But at the same time, when it's time for the family, it's time to shut down,
Exactly,
enjoy it.
exactly.
Although my husband and I will both admit that we have a hard time turning it off because
Yeah.
we always are available to our clients and responding to emails at who knows what time of the day or night, but we still maintain that balance to have fun and spend time with the kids while they're still young and do all that fun stuff.
So you guys pretty much figured it out. A lot of people, they don't know how to balance that time, and from what you're telling me, you and Ryan, you guys still take your phone calls, you still delegate your time to clients, but at the same time, you have that family time. And
Exactly.
I'm gonna be honest with you, that's the hardest part for me, is being able to balance and maintain. And through just trial and error, I've learned how to balance everything and make sure my wife is getting her time, my daughters are getting their time, and the business and my staff is getting the proper time that they need. So I do commend you on that. I know it's tough with both parties being in real estate and being in the financial industry, because I'm in the same boat.
Right.
I've been trying to have a drink or go out to dinner with Ryan for the last 3 years, and we just haven't had that time. And I understand he's busy, I'm busy, and only thing I'm gonna ask you is you get him to make that time for me.
You got it. Consider it done.
Done. Now, with your company that you're dealing with, Capital CS Group, how do you like working for this company?
So it's me and my two business partners, Todd Carbone and Jessica McConnell, and we've worked together long term.
Okay.
We went ahead and left the brokerage industry. We've
Okay.
been longtime brokerage,
Business partners.
business partners. And recently we went ahead and decided that we needed a change.
Yeah. Okay.
This business model was not working for us. It was not working for our clientele. So we went on the different route and created our own, what's called RIA.
Okay.
And basically, we are investment advisor representatives, created our own firm, which is the three of us. And we're using TD Ameritrade's institutional platform for all of our custodian and account
Wow.
tending needs.
Wow, that's
So
amazing.
it's beyond rewarding to have our own company and be able to do what's in our client's best interest and not have the dictatorship of, the broker dealer or a big firm telling you what you can and can't do that might not be in the best interest of the clients.
Wow, that's amazing. And with you saying that, this is what Ray Foster's Secrets to Real Estate Investing is really about. True entrepreneurship, where people can start somewhere and end up in a whole nother place that they could have never imagined.
Right.
People look at me and they think I'm crazy because honestly, I started this business with $53, not another cent to my name. I had $53, and today I own multiple pieces of real estate in 5 separate states, and I'm looking to go to the East Coast and open up more branches there in the near future. And I'm looking to bring you guys because I know you've had my back for so many years,
Thank
and I
you.
know you're going to continue to have my back.
Of course.
If I had any other choice in this world and I didn't have you, honestly, I would look for someone like you, if not you, to take care of my financial planning needs.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Um, is there anything else that you may want to share about your company, about you, your family?
Just that, finance has become my passion. I fell into it
Hmm.
and couldn't imagine not having this as my career. It's been beyond rewarding, and every day I'm thankful that I get to deal with amazing clients and relationships such as yourself. And it
Thank you.
truly, I would have never forecasted this is where I would end up and how things would be going, but I would not change a thing. It's just amazing.
So, once again, how would our audience get in touch with you if they really needed to deal with that first property, that second property, and some of the benefits to dealing with your services?
So give me a call again, 949 447 5407. I'm always available and would love to sit down, take a look at what any of your investors have, what their needs are, and figure out what it is that I can do to facilitate getting them the funds they need so they can make their first deal.
Okay. There's a few more programs that you have out there that
Yes.
we haven't touched on. Do you want to share some of them?
I'll just touch on a couple of them
Okay.
briefly. Again, the financial planning, which is always,
Huge.
always
Huge.
huge,
Yes.
especially since I offer it either, at a very, very low charge or most of the time complimentary, which most people will charge quite a bit for a comprehensive financial plan. Um, we offer, asset allocations. We offer reviewing of people's 401ks because a lot of people, their employer offers this great opportunity for them to save for retirement and they don't know how to
They don't
properly
know how to
invest it.
protect it.
They don't know how to
Exactly.
protect it. They don't know when the market starts to move.
Exactly.
Is it time to go to cash? Is it time to go all in? So that's another service that we provide is advising on investments on outside 401ks, different investments, helping tax plan because that's a huge burden that some of our clients have. I mean, you do well in the market and you're going to have a tax bill. And how are we going to go ahead and facilitate paying for that?
Exactly. And that's truly, truly important is knowing how to diversify your funds and your investments as the market change.
Right.
There's a lot of courses out here where they teach one thing, but we're going to take wholesaling for an example. Okay, the big thing right now is wholesaling properties. But my question is when the wholesaling market tanks or takes a dump, what are these people going to do after they spent tens of thousands of dollars on these courses about wholesaling? Every single market has its time and it has an expiration date.
Right.
Okay. And if you're not ready to go into that new expiration date, and that's one thing that Ray Foster's Secrets to Real Estate wants to take people through the course of knowing where you are in the market and what you should be doing. Okay. One thing I do suggest is my audience gets with a person like yourself. Hopefully it is yourself that they're
Thank you.
calling and
Thank
getting
you.
with, because you've helped me out a lot,
Thank you.
and I truly appreciate it. But knowing where the market is and what you should be doing is crucial to your career. You know,
It is.
is very crucial, um, because after the wholesale market, a lot of people ask, or they're not even looking towards the future. They're like, I'm looking at the future and like, what are you going to do when there's no more wholesaling or you can't wholesale a property? Where do you go? What is the next big thing in real estate? Should you run the same way as the entire crowd, or should you run the opposite way and try to find your own way and see what's going to be best for you and your family?
Right. Which you are so fabulous at really helping people to understand the cycles and how to get in and how to stay investing, which I have to give it to you. I mean, it's amazing watching you and how everything progresses and your knowledge and how you share it with your investors.
Yeah, and that's the thing about me. I've actually learned this business hands on. You know, with me, I don't learn through books and courses. I'm more of a hands on action type guy. If you give me a book and tell me, Ray, go through this book and show me or implement everything that's in this book, I'll be lost. I'll stay in one seat and trying to figure it out. But you put me out there in the field and tell me to rate this person needs this person needs that. Guess what? I'm gonna figure out a way to get this person to do it.
I've seen it firsthand and it's amazing.
Yeah. Um, so once again, we have Amy with CS or capital CS group. I know I keep mixing it up, but Amy with capital CS group, great financial planner, and every new investor, seasoned investor, green, yellow, red investor needs to have someone like Amy on their team.
Thank you.